All right, everyone, and welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. My name is Adonis. I'm going to be your host for today's event. And as usual, I'm joined by three very special guest judges who will be overseeing this entire event today. So let me go ahead and let me introduce them one at a time. First up on the judge lineup for today's online event, he is a platinum producer. He's worked with artists such as Young Jeezy, LUDACRIS, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, 2 Chainz, and much more. You guys know him. It's DJ Pain One. DJ Pain One. Welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online event. How you doing, brother?
What's going down, man?
Awesome. It's such a pleasure to have you, Pain One. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. We always have a question that we ask our judges. My question for you today: you're a platinum producer. You've obviously had a lot of success, making music and in the music industry. Any advice you want to give to some of the newer artists that are tuning in today? They're just starting out. What's the first step into the industry that they should really be taking right now?
It cut out. You said, what's the first step?
Yeah, what's the first step that these newer artists should be taking at this point to really get into the industry?
And I can sit here and tell you to read books and all this other stuff. And you absolutely should learn everything you can about how the music industry functions. And essentially, it's just a licensing and selling of copyrights. And if you don't know that each song you create and each beat you create is actually made up of two very distinct and separate copyrights, then, oh shit, you got some reading to do, because you already don't understand the fundamentals of the music business that you're entering into. But what I would say the first step is just love releasing content, not just music. Just love the process of building your brand as a musician. Because if you're in love with music and not the process, or if you're kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, sitting on the fence, that type of thing, it's just not going to work for you. So just love it and translate that love to everything that you put out there. Put it in the music, put it in the content, make it all make sense. Easier said than done, but I mean, draw some inspiration from the people who are already doing it effectively, and if it inspires you, then make that a part of your process as well.
Definitely well said, DJ Pain One. It's such a pleasure to have you for our online event today. And moving on to our next judge on the lineup, he's the director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Welcome back, Polo. Polo, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. It's such a pleasure to have you as well, Polo. My question for you today, we got a lot of emails of new artists wondering about meetings with A&Rs. And, you're a director of A&R at Rock Nation. You've been working there for a while. What are some of the expectations an artist should have when they meet with a record label A&R for the first time? And really by that, we want to know, are they getting signed after the first meeting? What's taking place when they meet with you for the first time?
I mean, it depends. I mean, if it's a meeting, obviously it was an artist that I'm interested in, and I reached out to them. If I was the one that set up the meeting, it might lead into a deal, depending on how, I feel about the artist. Like I said, if I'm setting it up, if I'm the one that's interested enough, if I'm going after them, then yeah, I mean, that's literally, the main goal. I'm not saying it might be done off the first initial meeting, because again, as an A&R, you have to do your research. Meaning, you just see the music, you see the videos, but you gotta kind of like know the artist a little bit, because we're the ones that end up living with the artist. You know what I mean? Like, we're the middleman. We're the one that help create the artists, create the music, but then we are the liaison between the artist and the label. So it's like, the marriage has to be there. You gotta have to kind of like have some type of chemistry as well. So I like to meet artists, build with them, see where their head is at, see what kind of character they are. Before I proceed. But when you come, the expectations, is me. Bring your best music and try to impress me. That's the point. I mean, you're in the building. That's the good first step. You know what I'm saying? And once you're in there, you kind of want to leave your impression. You know what I mean? You don't want to just play your music and then not forget about you an hour later or right after the next meeting. You know what I mean? You kind of want to leave your impression. But there's artists that do come in and get signed. They get signed that same day. Depending how bad we want them and how much we're into the artist. You know what I mean? If I'm reaching, like I said, if I'm reaching out to you, you have, obviously you have a little bit more leverage. But if you're reaching out to me as just a casual meeting, and I'm just starting to get to meet you that first time, or even hear your music that first initial meeting, then you're heading in the right direction, but you still obviously need a little bit more time.
Definitely well said. Polo, it's such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. And last but certainly not least, he's the Vice President of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Shawn Barron, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase, Shawn. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How about you?
Awesome. It's such a pleasure to have you, Shawn. Thank you so much for joining us today. And my question for you, Shawn, how can a record label help an independent artist in today's industry? How much can they really help them?
They can help tons. I mean, it's really, we have all the relationships with everybody they need to tap into. We have the money to help them propel at a quicker pace than they will be able to independently. And just also helping them with music too. I feel like a lot of times these guys get one hit quickly and they can't follow up because it was no real, it was just luck of the draw. And sometimes they need an A&R to get in there and help them with those hits. So yeah, we can help them in those three ways.
Awesome. Definitely well said. Shawn Barron, it's such a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. That's our star lineup of judges. We have a great lineup of artists as well. We have about 11 artists that each submitted a song or a video, which we'll watch live alongside all three of those judges. And today, the judges are deciding whether or not to give each artist a pass or a no pass. If an artist gets at least 2 passes from the judges, that means they're headed straight to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship round, where they'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. So that's the goal for today. And with that said, we are going to kick this off with the first artist on the lineup. We have Bombi. Bombi, we do have your song ready to go. It's called One For You. Let me go ahead and load up his song. We'll be right back.
Bitches that I always fuck. One for them girls that broke my heart. One for my lavish life, it's all I got. One for the guys that give fake love. One for the bitches that I always fuck. One for them girls that broke my heart. One for my lavish life, it's all I got. One for the guys that give fake love. One for the bitches that I always fuck. One for the honey that I always have. One for my eye cheat, don't be mad. Melody flying sideways here. Living life is just like I don't care. No, nah, I don't care. I make good money, I don't share. All them bitches after me, I swear. If you like it rough, then I'm your man. Fake love and money is all I have. I always need a new rival. I'm leaving her, yeah, I'm going viral. My life is a game, I'm in the final. Money ain't needed, cause it's vital. All these girls are going for a title. I'm going for a quickie and it's kinda ideal. I like them footies walking in the high heels. Get in and get out, otherwise no deal. No, yeah, otherwise no deal. Nah, no, yeah, otherwise no deal. One for them girls that broke my heart. One for my lavish life, it's all I got. One for the guys that give fake love. One for the bitches that I always fuck. One for them girls that broke my heart. One for my lavish life, it's all I got. One for the guys that give fake love. One for the bitches that I always fuck. One for the honey that I always have. One for my eye cheat, don't be mad. Melody flying sideways here. Living life is just like I don't care. No, nah, I don't care. One for for them girls that broke my heart. One for my lavish life, it's all I got. One for the guys that give fake love. One for the bitches that I always fuck. One for them girls that broke my heart. One for my lavish life, it's all I got. One for the guys that give fake love. One for the bitches that I always fuck.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first artist on today's lineup. That was Bombi with his song that he submitted for us today. Let's toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, we'll start off with you. What did you think of Bombi and his song that he submitted?
I think that he needs a lot of work. I feel like his mix wasn't good at all. I feel like it was a good track. I liked the track of it. That was a good starting point. But lyrically, flow-wise, melody-wise, everything just needs a lot of work. So I would get with a co-writer and just try to figure it out. But for me right now, it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, Sean Barron. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up next. What did you think of Bombi and his song that he submitted?
Man, it was a good try, but like Sean said, it's definitely too early. I feel like the delivery could have been a little bit more in pocket. The writing can be a little bit better. So it's too early to actually give it a pass for now. So it's a no pass for me as well.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from the first two judges. Let's go over to the last judge to see what he thought about it. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What were your thoughts of Bombi and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with both of my fellow judges. I think he has a lot of talent, some good ideas. The talent is all raw. The execution was very rough. The songwriting was very rough, but you can see that he has a lot of potential. So once he figures it out, I think he's going to be a unique and formidable artist.
Awesome. Thank you for that. DJ Payne 1. Well, you heard it from all three of the judges today, Bombi. Check your email, though, after this event. I know it's a no pass, but you are going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Bombi. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have Philly Digits. Philly Digits, now we don't have you in the chat room, but we have your song ready to go. It's called I Believe. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
I revoke, catastrophe, no provoke as I elope this mission, the blissful, peaceful way. I'm greeting the grave, meeting my lemonade as I switch red, no contemplate. They say to me, no problem, cause I reckon we on your way. Catastrophe long on this day when I find a way. All I can say is I ain't what I ain't, what I ain't. What it's true, I'm fake, but it will never last. I get what you spent, I'm making my management root has been feather bent. Eradicated as a delayed miscredit. Every day reckon I do wield a record. Triple anatomy, TR enforcement. I gotta go, my weapon possibilities. Devour the cat like the gout with the crowd. Scouring in the IND possibilities. God given over TAPLI. that far, my guy, I wreck in the sky, it lasted my lesson, super henchman, drilling as I touch a chilling mortal, I feel a thrilling, catch a spade like a Dr. J and M&A, they say war and ferocity, lock extra spades when you slay, so I switch off the haze and go brutal, the possibilities, intercepting mortals is not demise, like Demi, I'm word portal, Gemini, social resist, in present pressing, my chest and the best short drawn, gathering a quick draw and I win jobless. I'm back again, short draw, my friend, it's a blade that I showed abuse, and I hate the abuse. Wish I could say I was smart again, but the sacrifice I make, there's only who to blame. And by who I made WHO, who to blame, the mystery remains the same as I change my lane, thinking God bless working the man, and during my more devoured by this switchblade or whatever accidents is made, so I triple immortalized. My hero's weapon is a category, then chill everything, I'm step back down, at least your weapon without that, I'm brutal, smaller man is clever. The big guys agree with the cherished memories, the quality of the words that I speak, I'm finding peace with this music. The aura is something I wish to see again, the freedom of being in this world, especially with my girls, my world's the last interesting joy and sanction, meaning power, what it means to be glorious, but indeed we lay humans, we are named victorious.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our second artist today. That was Philly Digits with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He is a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of Philly Digits and his song that he submitted?
I mean, it's hard to judge it, but obviously it's still in the beginning stages. I feel like maybe if he wrote down some words instead of just like freestyle off his head, it'd probably be a little bit more better. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's got to put a little bit more time into it, develop a sound or flow. And I feel like, you know, again, he's just rapping over the beat. But is he catching it? Is he, you know, being on time? So I just think, you know, more practice and, you know, catching the beat, writing down, you know, and just recording more is you know, is the best way for him for now. So, but it's not enough for me to pass it. So no pass.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He is a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, what were your thoughts of Philly Digits and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, he's just starting at 0.0 right now. Whether he's starting out or he's been doing it for a while, he's still at 0.0, and there's nothing wrong with that. He just needs to focus on the fundamentals, you know, staying on beat, rhythm, rhymes, structure, counting bars. And once he, I think, accepts that he has a long way to go, he can just really focus on the fundamentals and grow from there. But for now, it's no pass.
Thank you for that. DJ Payne 1, no pass, unfortunately, from our second judge as well. Let's go over to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what'd you think of Philly Digits and his song?
I'm going to keep it simple. He's at the beginning of his career and just needs to reevaluate. So it's no pass.
Alrighty, thank you for that, Sean Barron. And you heard it from all three of the judges. No pass, unfortunately, Philly Digits. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Chicago Red. Chicago Red, we don't have you in the chat room, but we do have your song ready to go. It's called Addicted to Money, and it's got over 22,000 views. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Addicted to the money. Addicted to the money. Addicted to the money. Addicted to the money.
lavish living, penthouse with a city view, round table for the bosses and my crew, duffel bags full of money if you only knew. We counting bread when the skies are gray or blue. In the pandemic, nothing else better to do. I'm about my paper and my business, that's without a clue. Cause when you're broke, don't nobody wanna come through. I might talk to a lot, but only fuck with a few. Cross the lines, then I gotta stop fucking with you. It's kinda crazy how these politicians feed us lies, while police killing us, another dopey dies. Chicago gang wars, black on black crime. A lot of people not comfortable in the times, unless they got a Glock 40 or a Glock 9. Addicted to the money. Addicted to the money. Addicted to the money. Moved down to Atlanta, it's real nice, but they addicted to the money. Time Chicago twice. Strip clubs, they packed, ladies getting paid, and I can understand, cause I see they hustle. Other people thinking that it's all trouble. They need to live their own life, get their own something. Who's to say what you do it forever. Just pray that you got your kids and bills together. Cause on some real shit, we all go through stormy weather. I used to sell 8 balls out my old leather. Addicted to the money. Addicted to the money. Addicted to the money. Steak, shrimp, fish and lobster coming off the grill. We get our smoke on, drinking, just trying to chill. Few females dressed nice in their heels. Thick thighs, you can call me David Copperfield. I try to spend my money, but they sport the bill. Living a lavish life behind the foreign wheels. Spinning blocks, taking trips out of state. Norwegian cruise ship, selling how we moving weight. And this is how we put food on everybody's plate. Addicted to the money, heavy in the real estate. Addicted to the money. Addicted to the money. Addicted to the money.
It was $35,000. $35,000 cash money? No, I give $35,000 plus one, right? The one I gave. No, you gave me 6, though, right? It was one. I had one. It was 6, and 35,000 plus 1 plus 6 leaves 7. $35,000 and 7, right? Motherfucker, can you buy that? Nigga, next time you hear grown folks talking, just fuck up, yeah?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Chicago Red with his song and his music video that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Pain 1, you'll be up first. What did you think of Chicago Red and his song that he submitted?
I liked the track, but I liked it for what it could be more than for what it was, if that makes sense. I thought the mix was pretty rough. I thought overall just the musicality and the songwriting needed a lot of work. It just didn't really strike me as something that I would listen to again, but I liked their choice in production. I liked the kind of grown, sophisticated aesthetic. So I like where they're going, and I can't wait to see where they are once they elevate the actual art of the music and the presentation and execution to a point that that's where it needs to be. But for now it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that. DJ Pain 1, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's see what he thought about it. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, Sean Barron. What did you think of Chicago Red and his video that he submitted?
I have to agree with Pain 1. I liked the idea of it. I thought the beat was dope, but I thought the song needed a lot of work. Even though it wasn't bad, but I just wanted to see more from him, so I'm gonna give it a no pass also.
right, thank you for that, Sean Barron. No pass, unfortunately, from our second judge as well. Let's go over to the last judge to see what he thought about it. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think of Chicago Red and his video that he submitted?
I mean, I'm gonna piggyback off my fellow judges. You know, they hit it in the head. You know, the production was probably the best part of it. I wasn't mad at the approach. He had a good flow. It just felt a little bit nostalgic. The chorus and the flow. You know, maybe even I like the production, but maybe even that needed a switch up or something. Just a little bit too. It was a good vibe, but it just kept vibing too much. Like it just kept on the same type of loop. So I was hoping for a little bit of a switch up, but like the guys already said, so right now is a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. And you heard it from all three of the judges. Unfortunately, it's a no pass today, Chicago Red. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Jason D. Moore. Jason D. Moore, now we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. And Jason D. Moore, can you hear us? Hey, you're muted, Jason. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Unmute. You hear me now?
What's up, brother? How's it going? Where are you from?
Pretty good. I'm actually from Philadelphia.
Representing Philly. That's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for joining us for today's event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
So my social media for Instagram is Jason. So that's Jason, D-M-O-R-E.
And Jason, do you have any other social media besides Instagram, you said?
Yeah. Also on Facebook, you can reach me at Jason Demore Music, Twitter, Demore, and YouTube, Jason Demore.
Awesome. And tell us a little bit about your song you submitted today. It's called Shake It. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to here?
Sure. So for me, I'm originally I used to be a professional dancer for reggae artists. Kind of doing my music thing. So my style is like a EDM kind of dancehall music. We shot this out in Atlanta and with some really amazing dancers and, you know, hopefully y'all enjoy it.
Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Shake It with Jason D. Moore. Let me go ahead and load up his song. We'll be right back.
Do it.
We just getting warmed up, baby. Getting warmed up. More heat, more fire. Beat it. Baby, come up to me right now. I need your body on me right now. So sexy that it's hard to pipe down. Just shake it for me right now. Like that, like that. Look at shorty wildin', straight from her head to her toe. She's styling. We get loud, we can't be silent. All day, all night, we stay vibing. Yeah, drop it down, baby, get low for me. Show me how to do it on the floor for me. Do it 3 times in a row for me. And tonight I might take you home with me. We freaking this evening. We do this every weekend. You think just like a Jeep, and I just wanna put my key in. Hey, love the way that you rock. Baby girl, don't stop. Bring it down low and take it straight to the top. Give me that good love. Don't keep me waiting. Your body on fire. I just wanna see you shake it. Mama 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 shake it. Let me see you pick it up, then slow it down. You got every man talking through the town. So thick, I can handle that. Tell the DJ, please run it back. This your jam, girl, it's so hot. Break it down, shorty, please don't stop. Bring it back, then work it out. All eyes on you, just let them watch. Hey, make it so hard to behave. Girl, you got me in a daze. I'm in love with your sexy way. Okay, no delay. I do whatever you say. Officer, I will obey. Put my hands all on your waist. Let's play. Love the way that you rock. Baby girl, don't stop. Bring it down low and take it straight to the top. Give me that good love. Don't keep me waiting. Your body on fire. I just wanna see you shake it. Mama 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 shake it, 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 mama shake it. Girl, you got that thing all light, no rush, we got all night. Girl, you got that thing all light, no rush, we got all night. Let's go, let's go. Hey, I know that you want it, babe. Let's go, hey, till 2 in the morning. Love the way that you rock, baby girl, don't stop. Bring it down low and take it straight to the top. Give me that good love, don't keep me waiting. Your body on fire, I just wanna see you shake it. Mama shake it, 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 mama shake it. Girl, you got that thing all night, no rush, we got all night. Girl, you got that thing all night, no rush, we got all night. Let's go, hey, I know that you want it, babe. Let's go, hey, till 2 in the morning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jason Demore with his song that he submitted for us today. And let me toss it over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He is the Vice President of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, Sean Barron. You'll be up first. What did you think of Jason Demore and his song that he submitted? And we'll come back to Sean Barron. Let's go over to the next judge. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What did you think of Jason Demore with his song that he submitted?
I think he came with a good idea. I think the production and him both had good energy. But when it came to the overall execution of the song, I just didn't think it hit. I think the chorus could have been a little bit better, and I think even not to say the lyrics on the verses, but maybe just the flow of it. That he could have found a better flow to it. That would fit kind of a little bit more in pocket. So for me, this is a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He is a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What did you think of Jason Demore and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with Polo. I think it's a good idea. I like the production. It just felt uninspired. Just to piggyback off of what he was saying, the hook was just a repetition of the song title. So that just felt kind of, like I said, uninspired. And then the flow over the beat was very robotic. And so it just didn't feel smooth or natural. So I think the ideas are there. It was just the execution that was a problem for us. So no pass for me as well.
Alrighty, thank you for that. DJ Payne 1, no pass from our second judge. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's the Vice President of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, Sean Barron. What do you think of Jason Demore and his song?
Just everything just needed work. So the production was dated on that. I would say get with a new producer. In your songwriting, you just gotta go back to the drawing board on that. I would get with another songwriter just to help you bounce ideas. I feel like that's a good idea for you, but it's a no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that. Sean Barron, no pass, unfortunately, from the judges today, Jason. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Jason Demore, everyone. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have Prophet AF. Prophet AF, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Prophet AF, can you hear us? What's going on, man? You're muted, so go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Hey, my name is Prophet AF. I'm going to introduce my video called The Fatherless. And my son's right here who did the hook. Say hi, Carter. Say hi. Anything you want to say? Well, anyway, he's 7 years old. His name's Carter. He did the hook, and I just rearranged it using Logic Pro X.
That's what's up.
I'm a second-year student in my bachelor's degree at LAFS for music production. I've just been at this for about a year, and, God is good. I made this song pretty much for the fatherless in America and all over the world. I grew up in broken homes, and I believe that the state of the world is that right now is because of the broken families just all over, in the hood and any pretty much every demographic area. So this is for the fatherless.
Definitely. And what is your social media so we could go check you out?
All right. Yeah, it's LAFS Prophet. That's my IG, and just my name, Aaron Feldkamp, is Facebook. So
awesome. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Prophet AF with his song "The Fatherless" with over 2,000 plays on it. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Is your father?
All my life being alone humbled me, so withdrawn and mumbling, never trusted any company. Father, comfort me. I only gave pain coming from me. Forgive me, I was never the best daddy, just an addict. I couldn't see the change coming, but I kept at it. Carry your burdens and your bad habits, you never listened to me. Deck of cards given to me, this man's hands killing me. Diligently, I'm praying for peace. I couldn't see the vision in me, it couldn't be. Never been the same since penitentiary, that's history. I pray for all the enemies. When you made that list, the devil entered me. Shameful for the way I directed my energy. White nights and Hennessy, a lot of fights, abusive chemistry. This confession was meant to be. I was mentally unstable. Eventually I caused a fatal casualty. Now they mad at me. Imagine me exposing myself. I expose your savagery. I need you to come after me, love me for me, and be a dad to me. Carter, talk to him. Let them know they ain't the only one, son.
This is my father, this is my guide. This is my father to apologize. This is my father to apologize. This is my father This is my father, this is my guide. This is my father to apologize. This is my father to apologize. This is my father I guide.
Yeah. No money involved, I just want these issues resolved so I can be all I can be for my son and keep off all alcohol and be done and ball and have fun and call you without feeling like you want me to leap off mountains, crying like fountains at night. My mind keeps doubting what's right. This is my choice and my life, my rules and my sight, my tools, my mic. I'm writing everything inside, everything in my heart so I can get it out. My son Carter needs me now. Tried so hard, but I can barely figure out how to be a dad, cause you were never around. But I forgive you from my soul. I'm not playing the role, I'm taking control. I paid my way for the toll, letting you know that I'm letting go of this pain in my heart, of this hate in my heart. Victory from Jesus over Satan, I march. Normally, all authority and trust into me accordingly. My portion is among the great. Christ is Lord to me that day. I forgive you for aborting me that day. Love is more to me that day. Life is unfortunately sadly lost so much blood, I'm born from the valley. Can't afford to lose any more of us, Patty. My recourse is that I'm happy. Of course I'm fortunate, gladly. From the bottom of my heart, I love you, I'm boarded to Cali. Talk to him, Carter.
This is my father, this is my guide. This is my father to apologize. This is my father to apologize. This is my father that I guide. This is my time to shine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Prophet AF with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, you'll be up first. What did you think of Prophet AF and his song that he submitted?
It's clearly a very personal song, and I appreciate that. The execution was just very rough. The mix was rough. The rhythm, I couldn't discern rhythm from that song. And I think that starts with the production. It was just very, very chaotic. And that led to a chaotic and kind of scattered and unfocused delivery with the lyrics. So it was just all over the place, and I couldn't get into it because of those reasons. So it just needs a lot of work. But, moving forward with your music, just hold on to that sincerity and hold on to that willingness to be personal and vulnerable in your music. And, that'll take you far once you've mastered the fundamentals.
Definitely
but, but no pass. My bad. It's just not ready yet.
Gotcha. Definitely well said. Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge. Let's go over to the next judge to see what he thought about it. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. What did you think of Prophet AF and his song that he submitted?
I love the same thing that Payne 1 said. I love that it was a personal thing. It was super personal to you. It felt personal. But on a musical level, on a listening level, it wasn't listenable at all. So I would just go back to the drawing board, work on my flows, and just take it from there. But for today, it's a no pass.
No pass. Thank you for that, SHAWN BARRON. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think of Prophet AF and his song that he submitted?
I mean, both judges kind of pretty much said it all. It was a good concept, but the delivery, it still needs time and needs work. I just felt like, structure is important, and that might help you a little bit there, like just knowing, 16, 8, 16, just learning that might help you, because you were saying a lot, and it was, but it was a lot. It's just that kind of it felt like it was just words that were interrupting each other. It wasn't really flowing. So try to figure out a flow, like Sean said, finding a flow, but also finding structure, 16 and 8, just try to figure that out. But yeah, it's a no pass for now.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. And you heard it from all three of the judges today. No pass, unfortunately, Prophet AF. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Prophet AF. And up next on the lineup, we have Spike C. Spike C, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Spike C, can you hear us?
What's up?
What's going on, man? Where are you from?
I'm from Waldorf, Maryland. Charles County is all the way in the country of Maryland. So yeah, I'm out here.
It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for joining us for today's online event. And what is your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
Spike C DZ, my stage name, SPIXCEE DZ, and my Facebook is DZ Spike C DZ.
All right, dope. Now tell us a little bit about this song today, Natty Daddy. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to here?
Well, I've been rapping for a long time. So like a long time. So it's pretty much just about like just trying to bully my way into the game, just with like hard lyrics, and just keeping it real and just rapping really. So and just showing people real rap. So I just kind of went in the hook of saying like, just imagine like you going into you in a girl house and her father walk in the house and pretty much like, all right, fuck it, open the safe. You know what I mean? Just let me in. So that's pretty much, the song. And yeah, I just pretty much just gonna go with lyrics and metaphors and just bar swap the whole song just to have fun.
Awesome.
And it's also about I don't know if y'all ever had a Natty Daddy. Natty Daddy had a beard, so I just pretty much just threw that in there because we used to be on the corner drinking those a lot. just playing around, having fun and stuff. So yeah, just Natty Daddy flow, just flowing.
Awesome. All right, so let's take a listen. This is Natty Daddy with Spike C. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Okay.
We live, bringing you different ways. This a different way, subtle differences, like I'm 48. Open up your mind, walking on your brain like a maze. Show me chunk, give her down. Look. This a different way, subtle differences, like I'm 48. Open up your mind, walking on your brain like a maze. Show me chunk, give her down. Then I tell her, Daddy, open the safe. Big bully my way, ain't nobody safe. Get the fuck out my way. Ain't nobody safe. Get the fuck out my way. This naughty daddy flow, come a collateral flow, make alcohol magical. Youngest head with a batter bone. Batter your chicken bone. So raw, top it up with dinner roll. We on the corner with 10 hoes. We inventors, invested this flow and so inventable. We inventors, invested this flow and so inventable. 2 whip for Henny, throw up in the back of the trunk, sip until I spill, turned over like apple Earl in chunks. $130 will have your little shit stuck. They don't know nothing about that natty dad. I'm the pappy. Look, I'm about to go back in. My flow so natural, yeah. Master my craft, information so factual. She infested with pack smoke, she don't know how her lateral. Got a Georgia peach and a melon berry. Got a Georgia peach and a melon berry. I'm the guy you heard about, yeah. Not from word of mouth, don't try me, we can end your early route. Burn your bread, show you the meaning of burn out. Remember the white boy who burned the church down? We gon' burn a pound in your mama house. Tell her love, blow the fuck out. Glock 40, fuck a white supremacist in his mouth. So I let my ancestors out. I let my ancestors out. I let my ancestors out. This a different way. You settle different shit like a 48. Fuck this hook. I've been doing this too long, man. You know I've been doing this too long. I know. It's hours ago on indigo. Blowing till my scar full of smoke. See too hot right now. Let me scar. Fuck your eyes, I can pull. Let me know if it's a go. If it's not, you gotta go. Smoking loud with the windows down. Talk when I talk. I love that sound. Backwood fat just like a buffalo. Believe it or not, let it please. Your chick wanna sip me. Like a tall glass of water, don't tempt me. All I need is 2 minutes. Hit her with that little pump. Bust it so quickly. 10 or better, or it's not my taste. It don't fit me like Shaq shoes. Been hustling like Nip said. We get twisted, no such thing as tipsy. Don't push a nigga to the T. Been had good dope, been had good dope. That's it. That's it. Like, we been had good dope. We been had good dope. We been had good. Man, I'm about to go to the fucking liquor store. Been a good little 139, maybe 130, depending where you go. Just give me a motherfucking natty daddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Spike C with his song that he submitted for us today. And with that, we'll toss it over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, we'll start off with you. What did you think of Spike C and his song that he submitted?
I liked his voice. I thought he had a cool flow and points. But overall, the song just wasn't there to me. It was like disjointed in a lot of places. I would tell you, like, just to get your structure the right way to go. With that said, it wasn't terrible. So I'm gonna pass you, but you got to come stronger next time, though.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Sean Barron hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge and see what he thought about it. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Spike C and his song that he submitted?
I see what he was trying to do, come with the bars and the metaphors, but it was hard to hear with the mix. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the mix already, where you recorded or how you recorded it, to me could have been better. I mean, I thought it was like too low. I couldn't understand you, and I don't want to just say, "Hey, you call bars," you know what I'm saying? When I really couldn't hear them. But I also heard that also the function that there was no structure either. Like it was, you started a hook, you said "fuck the hook," and it just kind of just went back to flowing. And so it just sounded like one long repetitive, verse. Like it's just like you just kept rapping and rapping. I feel like you could have, the structure could have been better on that. And so overall, it was hard for me to figure out what the song was actually about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to say it's a no pass. You have potential. I say with the bars, but I think you got to figure out the recording or get more comfortable in the recording because you were spinning kind of fast, but it was hard to hear you at times. So it's a lot of work to be done on the recording side of it. So for me right now, it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from our second judge on the lineup. So for the first time today, we have a tie, 1 pass and 1 no pass. It's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, you're the tiebreaker for this one. What did you think of Spike C and his song?
I really like his energy and his confidence. It just didn't translate into the execution of the song. Yeah, I agree with both of the judges. It felt disjointed. It felt chaotic, and I also had trouble hearing it because of the mix. So for me, if it didn't catch me, it didn't catch me. So unfortunately, it's going to be a no pass.
All right, thank you for that. DJ Payne 1, no pass, unfortunately, from the judges today, Spike C. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all 3 of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Spike C. And up next on the lineup, we have LOD4G. LOD4G, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so LOD4G, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Hey, what's going on, man? Go ahead and put on your camera so we can get you on camera real quick.
All right.
What's up, man? Where are you from?
I'm from Harlem, New York.
Representing New York. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
And
Definitely
what's your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
Everybody go check out, go add me at Chulo School D4G. You know what I mean? That's the label name too. We coming up. We trying to go hard. That's what we doing. We working.
Gotcha. Can you give it to us one more time? You were breaking up a little bit. What's your Instagram handle one more time?
CHULO_D4G.
Awesome. And is that on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook?
Yeah. That's Instagram. Yeah, I ain't got Twitter. I ain't got Facebook. Only got Instagram right now. I got SoundCloud. Everything else. I go whatever y'all want to look me up on at L.O.D4G. Yeah.
Gotcha. Now tell us a little bit about your song that you submitted today. It's called YKTV. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to here?
Well, the name is YKTV, as you know, is named like that is called for you know the vibes. To be honest with you, when I made that song, I was kind of going through like a little personal issue with my wife and that. So then, that song came about, and then, it just the way it happened. That's how it happened. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a
And
listen.
I guess after I put the song together.
I'm sorry, LOD4G.
Yeah,
You're breaking up a little bit, so I don't mean to cut you off, but you are breaking up a little bit. You said after you made the song, what?
All right. Yeah, no, I said, after I was going through what I was going through, I made the song, and, that's how it came out.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So LOD4G, we're going to go ahead and play your song. It's called YKTV. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
You say I'm the problem. You should come solve it. You know the vibes, yeah. I'd rather fuck you all day. You rather argue all day. Ain't tryna fight with you, babe. We got a bond again, babe. I've been through a lot, girl, I don't mean to hurt you. You been through it too, and nobody is perfect. You know that I love you, hope you know it's true. Been working on changing, I did it for you. Just know this forever, hope you know it too. Just stay by my side and hold me like you do. I hate when we argue, know you hate it too. I proud to decide something we never do. But I know it's your love, and that's why you my bitch. And if your bitch ain't on you, that bitch ain't it. Or she probably ain't on you, cause you ain't shit. Get you a ride or die, cause my shoulder she is. She gon' carry the blink, come with me on the link. She gon' pass it off, if she see I need it. That's my baby, my bitch, ooh, you know the vibe. She don't care about them other guys. I'd rather fuck you all day, fucking up you rather hug you all day. Baby, I don't wanna argue with you, babe. We got a morning in, babe. My love for you, I can't fake it. Baby, you know we gon' make it. Our bond, they can't break it. They won't take it, they can't break it. Oh no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was LOD4G with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to our judges. Let me see what they thought about it. So we'll start things out with the first judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What did you think of LOD4G and his song that he submitted?
It was cool. It came with a good vibe. The production had a good vibe as well. There was parts in it with the mixing where it was a little hard, I think more on the auto-tune side of it. I feel like you could, fix that a little bit better. But I like the chorus. I wasn't even mad at the chorus. So I'm gonna give it a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Polo, hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. And with that, we'll go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Pain 1. What did you think of LOD4G and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with Polo. Felt like a good record, good energy. That mix and the vocal production really, really, really need work. I would love to hear this song at its full potential, because I think it has a lot of potential as a song. And the mix and the vocal production just aren't doing your ideas justice. But I do like the track, so I'm giving it a pass. And this is our first pass of the day, so.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to LOD4G.
Thank you for that. DJ Pain 1 hooking you up with your second pass. And before we celebrate, we got one more judge. Let's go over to the last judge on the lineup. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. What did you think of LOD4G and his song?
I agree with both the other guys. Just work on your mix, get your mix together. It was a solid song, so I'm gonna give it a pass too.
Awesome. Thank you for that. SHAWN BARRON hooking you up with your third pass from the judges. LOD4G, we got you on camera real quick. You are the first artist today headed to the next round with 3 passes. That's the Coast to Coast Live World Championship. And in the next round, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congratulations, LOD4G, being the first pass today. Big congrats. We'll see you live in the next round. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Devon Hill. Devon Hill, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Devon, can you hear us? And we'll try this one more time. What's up? Can you hear us?
Yo, what's going on? Yeah, I can hear you.
How's it going, brother? Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago, but I'm living in LA right now.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
You can follow me on all platforms at Are You Really Red.
All right, dope. And I got to ask you got to tell us about this song here. This is the official music video. It's got over 20,000 views on it. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to here?
It's crazy, man. So it's funny because it started off as a reference track, and I was doing some work with Atlantic Records and this girl that I met that kind of plugged me in out here in LA. So we were doing a bunch of reference tracks, because I do everything from R&B to hip hop to rap to pop can to everything I haven't done. Only thing I haven't done is country, to be honest. But this was just one of the reference tracks. Me and her kind of fell out. The meeting was off the table. So I just ended up making it into a song myself, you know, because I am the songwriter, I'm the producer, the engineer. So I was like, well, I got the upper hand. I might as well just do what I need to do. Ended up kind of blowing up. This song actually was, it was like a part of a freestyle. This girl that she was doing some type of like artist freestyle. She would walk up to people in Hollywood and say, hey, can you freestyle? Ended up freestyling. It got like 1.4 million views. And then from there, you know, I just shot the video for it and then just released it. You know, I've been promoting it. I'm trying to increase exposure with promotion, you know, AdSense and things like that. But this song is basically do it for the gram, you know. So, you know, when people say like, oh, do it for the gram or do it for the Vine, I ain't gonna do it for the gram. You know, you walk up to a girl, you be like, hey, do it for the gram, shorty. She'd be like, oh, I got a man. But, you know, you pull up in a nice whip, you know, you pull up in something nice, you be like, do it for the gram. She trying to do it. But it's like, oh, you had a man at first. You know, what happened to that? It's like one of those type of songs.
All right, dope. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is called Do It for the Gram with Devin Hill. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Sure.
Chains on, yeah. Not like that, yeah. Hey, she say do it for the gram. I say don't you got a man? She say just that little shit that I can never understand. Now she telling all her friends, cause she know I got them plans. I might put her in a trance, have her looking for me, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm getting paid, yeah, yeah. Selling, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always pray for better, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you looking for me, I'll be on that east side. Don't get it twisted, I rode through each side. I remember days I had the street side, but I got someone I gotta be now. I'm living free now. Hold up, fuck it up, run it up. Watch me pull up in the chat. New on money. Versace. I don't even know what the tax. I'ma run all of this money up. But you at hard, get your tummy tucked. Most of my niggas don't give a fuck. With them niggas you run for the gram. I say, don't you got a man? She say, just that little shit that I can't never understand. Now she telling all her friends. Now she know I got them bands. I might put her in a trance. How about looking for me? Yeah, yeah. I've been living my life way. 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 Yeah, I've been walking this much. Life down in Givenchy. You gotta take it with the billionaires. I see y'all niggas be scared to go in. I'm the only nigga that's still right there. Too many nights trying to find a place where I can go like my head. Gotta walk around feeling like I'm dead. Fighting all the demons inside my head. If you fighting demons, they inside yours too. Came a long way from not knowing what to do till I got it in my bag and I changed my view. Don't you got a man? She say that's that little shit that I can't never understand. Now she telling all her friends, cause she know I got them bands. I might put her in a trance. How about looking for me? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Devin Hill with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let's toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Devin Hill and his video that he submitted?
I liked it a lot. I think he has a lot of potential and a lot of talent. The one thing I would say with this track is just that "Do It for the Gram" thing. Like, that started in like 2013. So I just feel like when my response to seeing the title and the concept of the song was, oh man, here we go. This is just very dated. And I don't feel like the song felt dated at all. I think the song was great. So just kind of like those pop culture, it's not pop culture, those cultural references that date themselves, I would say unless you're the first one doing it or you're the one coining it, maybe stay away from those. But I thought the song was good, so I give it a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. DJ Payne 1 hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's see what he thought about it. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records, Sean Barron. What'd you think of Devin Hill and his video that he submitted?
I thought it was cool. I thought, like Payne 1 said, everything sounded dated to me. The production, the title of the song, etc. I feel like you do have a lot of potential, but not on that song. I'm gonna pass you because I feel like you can make a better song than that. But honestly, I would stop pushing that song in 2021. So it's just my advice to you. But I'll give him a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Sean Barron hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of Devin Hill and his video?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the title is definitely a cliche now. It's kind of, outdated. And I'm not gonna lie, when the song first came on, I think the flow he had in the beginning kind of wasn't catching me, but then the second flow or just the second part of it, he caught on to me. He had a little vibe to it, so it has potential. I mean, it just, again, stay away. Try to get a little bit more updated on the slang, I guess, or if or stay away from that slang and just come with more of shit that's more like with you. You know what I mean? Like more personal to you. I think again, artists forget that we need to identify who they are through the music. We don't know them, so I think that you gotta just keep adding a little bit more of your personality. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what the gram is or what's catchy, what's trendy. I think, what I'm saying? I think you just gotta come with shit that's come straight from the heart. But if they give you a pass, I'm gonna give you a pass because, like I said, I see the potential, but that ain't the record. I'm with Sean. That ain't it. But you got potential.
Awesome. Definitely well said. Thank you for that, Polo. And you heard it from the judges. You got yourself 3 passes there, Devin. Big congratulations. You're the next artist today headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Thank you once again, and congrats, Devin Hill. We'll see you live in the next round. All right, guys, and next up on the lineup, we have Jay the Bachelor. Jay the Bachelor, let me bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so we have Jay the Bachelor. Can you hear us? Hey, what's up, man? You're muted. Can you hear us?
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going, brother? Where you from?
Man, you know me, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
Representing Ohio. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event.
I'm in PX, Austin, Texas right now, to be exact.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, I came here last time, and I was, spoke to some of the judges, and it still stands. I'm keep making great music. This song right here is called "The VBs Equals the Vibes." You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, I got my own home studio. You feel me? So I'm built, and I'm the type of artist that I'm gonna keep making music regardless. You feel me? Till it's over with. And I've been doing this for like 30-some years now, so it's embedded in me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't stop going. You feel me? My Instagram is Jay the Bachelor. You know what I'm saying? Like when I perform too, you'll see I bring an experience when I perform. I'm just not like a regular artist who's just trying to figure it out. I already got it figured out. It's just, you know what I mean? Just with the right backing and the right people to hear what I got going on. We next level. Like, you know what I mean? And it just speaks for itself. This song called The VBs, The Vibes. Like I said, follow me on YouTube, Instagram, all social media, all social platforms. It also just dropped on United Masters too. So, you know what I mean? Let's just go up and, like I said, man, vibe with the song. And it's like a party, more turned up type, club type banger. And, just me, you know what I mean? In my body world with 2 different type of, like, the way I make music is I try to think always out the box and I try to be like different. You know what I mean? I don't always try to because I've been doing it for so long. So like the things that exist now to me are like they cool, they dope. You know what I mean? But I have my own way of doing this, and how I'm gonna do it is just like, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is gonna be every time. I'm not gonna fail myself, and I'm not gonna fail people. So actions speak louder than words.
Definitely.
So you know what I mean?
Awesome. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Jay the Bachelor with his song VB Equals the Vibe. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
VBs, yeah, you know the vibes. And you know JTBs, yeah, you got the vibes. And I'm so with the VBs, yeah, I brought the vibes. Yeah, and I float in the VBs, rolling the spot. Yeah, the float in the VBs, float in the spot. And you know what the VBs is. And we so with the VBs, yeah. Yeah, and I roll in the VBs, rolling the vibes. And I'm so with the VBs, give like the vibes. And I roll in the VP, turning so high. And I float in the VP, living so fly. And I'm so with the VPs, gotta go with the VPs. Leave me on like a TV, and turn me on like a TV. I cannot stop, chicken like hot, living like high, living like fly. I'm at the top, I will not drop. This is my fly, I'm using my mind to take it to another place. I'm living gone, and I'm spacing outer space. I lived it on, and I'm taking it away. They can't turn me off, I be on all day. I'm rolling the vibes, I'm turning so high, I'm rolling so fly. With my squad, turned up high. In my fashion, made by eye. Turn it higher, and turn it some more. I'm turning high, tomorrow and more. I'm turning it high, and I stop. I'm in the ATX tonight, living life so fly. And I'm rolling the VB, turn up the vibes. And I'm so with the VBs, and I brought the vibes. And I go in the VB, turn it so high. Turn it so, turn it so high. I flip it and twist. You know that it's lit. ATX night. We turned up the city. And it's so litty. I ain't tripping, but I be dripping. Don't be falling on the dripping, I be spilling. And in the club, it's going on. Turn up the ceiling. We turning it on up to another whole, another dimension. Another dimension. They won't even mention me. But I'm in another dimension. And I'm spaced up out of vision. Yeah, and I'm spaced up out the century. Yeah. And I turned in the vibes. And I be turning it right. I will not turn till I stop. I will not turn till I drop. I cannot stop till I drop. I hit it to the double, yeah high. I'ma turn up the spot. Turn it and rush like not. I be gone, I'm sitting on and got the vibes with me. Feeling going on in here. This ain't turn my eyes to see. And I got the vibes tonight. ATX tonight.
All right, everyone. So that was Jay the Bachelor with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What did you think of Jay the Bachelor and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I remember Jay from last time too. Yeah, I remember him because he gives me remnants of Travis. You know what I mean? The sound sonically kind of mimics that. Just the problem to me is just the execution. It's not there all the way. I feel like, I was listening to the bars. He was kind of repeating a lot of the same things. He wasn't really taking me anywhere with it. So I'm going to say right now is a no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's see what he thought about it. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What did you think of Jay the Bachelor and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, it definitely reminded me of Travis Scott as well. I agree with Polo. It was just the execution was just not where it should be. Specifically for me, just the vocal production, he just layered a lot of vocals that didn't necessarily blend in well with one another. And I just felt like it was just so much coming at me at once that it was almost hard to listen to. It overwhelmed my ears. So yeah, I would encourage him to just really work on songwriting and the fundamentals of songwriting and just focusing on dynamics and cadences and melody so that the song doesn't feel overwhelming and it takes you more on a journey than rather than just a chaotic sort of combination of a lot of different musical elements all coming at once, because there's beauty in simplicity, and I think that's truly the destiny of all art, is to simplify itself to the point where it's just super effective at conveying whatever the artist intends it to convey. So it's a no pass for me at this point.
Thank you for that. DJ Payne 1, no pass, unfortunately, from our second judge as well. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, Sean Barron. What did you think of Jay the Bachelor and his song?
Yeah, it just a lot. It's a lot. You gotta simplify it. You gotta bring it down. Vocals, it was too many layers. You can't even like really get into it when it's layered like that. But other than that, I felt like you chose a dope beat. The beat was dope, so that's a good starting point. But song wise, vocal wise, you gotta tone it down. So it's a no pass for me.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Sean Barron. And you heard it from all three of the judges. No pass, unfortunately, today, Jay the Bachelor. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. And next up on the lineup, we have AXFro. AXFro, we don't have you in the chat room. We have your song ready to go. It's called Hit Me Back. Let me load this up. We'll be right back.
These days, all she makes anything about me. Heard a lot of lies, you can doubt me. I can tell that you feel some way. Yeah, always says you want it my way. I've been trying to show her the highway, and every time I come out you move sideways. Yeah, you're always moving sideways. Yeah. So I feel like I'm always high, trying to make time go by. Now you got it bad, I'm just trying to stack. You should hear me back like I feel like I'm always high, trying to make time go by. Now you got it bad, I'm just trying to stack. You should hear me back like I feel like I'm always high, trying to make time go by. Now you got it bad, I'm just trying to stack. You should hear me back like no. I might pop a zone when I'm on the road, trying to get these vans in an overload. They say I overdose, but I'll be feeling lost. That's when I feel the most. I'm going mad with a bad B and she bad, feeling drippy, popping all the tags. On the paper chase, I'ma get the bird. I chase the bird, so I feel like I'm always high, trying to make time go by. Now you got it bad, I'm just trying to stack. You should hear me back like I feel like I'm always high, trying to make time go by. Now you got it bad, I'm just trying to stack. You should hear me back like I feel like I'm always high, trying to make time go by. Now you got it bad, I'm just trying to stack. You should hear me back like I feel like I'm always high, trying to make time go by. Now you got it bad, I'm just trying to stack. You should hear me back like
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was AXFro with his song that he submitted for us today. Let me toss it over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, you'll be up first. What did you think of AXFro and his song that he submitted?
It was weird, in a good way. It sounded very modern, but it also sounded unique. I guess mostly his voice, but vocal texture can go a long way if it's something that's different. His accent too. I couldn't place it, so I think it needs work. But I can see him building a following just because it's melodic and because it's just not what you would expect to hear. So I'm gonna give it a pass.
Awesome, thank you for that. DJ Payne One hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge and see what he thought about it. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN Barron, what did you think of AX Fro and his song that he submitted?
It was real clean. It was real well done. Sounded like it could be like a pop hit. Like that's how clean like the mix was on it. His vocals, like the beat, everything just sounded very, very clean and polished. And it's a good song. I mean, his voice is different. Sometimes it felt like he was speaking in a foreign language, but I know he wasn't. He must be from somewhere else though. But it's a pass for me. It's really good.
Awesome, thank you for that. SHAWN Barron hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. And with that, let's go over to the last judge. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think of AX Fro and his song that he submitted? And we'll try this again. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. As we connect with Polo to our last judge. AX Fro, you did get 2 passes. So don't worry. You are moving on to the next round. We're going to try to get Polo situated here. But you are going to get written feedback from all 3 of the judges. Big congratulations, AX Fro. You are moving to the next round as you've already received 2 passes. So we'll see you in the Coast to Coast Live World Championship qualifying round where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Again, we'll try to connect with Polo here, but he still is going to send you some written feedback, so you're all good to go. Big congrats once again, AX Fro. All right, guys, last up, we reached our last artist of the lineup today, Cotty Broy. Let me go ahead and bring you on in here with me and the other 3 of the judges. And Cotty Broy, can you hear us? And we'll try this one more time. Cotty Broy, can you hear us? All right, no worries. We do have your song ready to go, Cotty Broy. It's called Rap 2020. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
And my mind's skipping, I'm tipping like a dripping faucet. I don't care what the cost is, and you know who the boss is. I'm stuffing a fatty, rolling in the caddy. No phone, don't like it, go home. This is my throne, I did it alone like a drone. Skip your jam, I'm about to go ham. Don't fuck with the clan, be left like Stan with no backup plan. He's spinning around, you're about to drown. You can't go up, you gotta go through. Pre-bruise, when you choose, you lose views. Drinking the blues, smoking no snooze. Push through the booze, wake up infused. It's a bong to start, like the joint in the dark. No need to park, I'm flying like Stark. I'm a dog, so I bark. Go ahead, throw me to the sharks. You feed them like narcs. I spark up at 4, y'all are out the door. I'm calling up more till we hit the floor. Out the back in the Cadillac, I'm smoking stacks. I'm counting pounds, I'm blowing green, I'm blowing money, no trace. Withdrawn from the rat race, in solitude, the jungle. I'm stumbling for days, I'm stuck in the maze. I'm trying to juggle so I don't struggle. I'm only a muggle. Fuck the magic and the higher power. They cower in the street like truck meat. I'm always on my feet, fuck the heat. I'm all about gain. What's pain? I start my day rolling in the pit, counting money to spend till the end. NWA will lead the way. I'm here to stay in the game. It's all mine, a new bloodline, immune to moonshine. Money talks and lazy people walk around the clock. They talk the talk, follow the flock. Poisoned by a rock, logic none. Chronic tons. I speak in tongues and my lungs are full of smoke. And your bitches are high, they want me. I'm that type of guy. Hit it and quit it, I got no pity. I'm from Wind City. I'm smoking like Diddy. A free thinker, the middle finger, the smell lingers. Pussy, money, weed, just not in that order. A Superman hoarder, flipping a quarter, drinking a porter. Fucking my supporters above the cloud. I'm smoking loud, I'm an overachiever, not a believer. Don't lie, you'll never fly. I can't lie. lie, I'm always high. Private jet, I won the bet. Hook and eye, drinking wild rye, shots of gin. It's starting to spin, no foreskin. Hit me up if you need a bag. I got the endless drag. I'm playing with titties. I got a few bitches kiting, and now they're fighting. Boy,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Cotty Broy with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let's toss it over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. Let's start things off. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what did you think of Cotty Broy and his song that he submitted?
Sorry.
I got
It's a no pass. It's a no pass for me. He needed a beat, and it was just a bunch of empty raps, not really saying anything. And I have to go too, so you can follow me at Sean Barron on Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome, Sean. Thank you for joining us, Sean. And no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's see what he thought about it. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think of Cotty Broy and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, it's a no pass for me. It's rough. I feel like there's to be work to be done, especially on the writing side of it. So I would say it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. No pass, unfortunately, from our second judge. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Pain One. What'd you think of Cotty Broy and his song?
Yeah, I mean, I think if anything, just please present yourself well. Turning your phone upside down, recording during a time when kids are screaming and the vacuum's running. It was just a really poor representation of his talent, and it sends the message that he doesn't take himself very seriously, unfortunately. So just, before you upload a video, really consider what you're presenting to people. And if you're not representing yourself in a way that you think is fitting for who you want to be seen as, then just don't do it. Just redo it. Wait for the house to quiet down. Go outside. I don't know, anything but what this gentleman did. And I'm sorry to say, it was just he didn't put his best foot forward, and that was disappointing. So no pass.
Definitely some great advice there from DJ Pain One. No pass, unfortunately, from all three judges today, Cotty Broy. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. And with that, that's our entire lineup for today. Before we go, let's give a big shout out to all of our judges for joining us. Let me toss it over to, he's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, where can everyone find you on social media?
You could, hold on. Yep.
We got you. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram on the Polo, POLO _2X.
Awesome, Polo, and it's a pleasure to have you today. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. And last but certainly not least, he's a platinum producer, DJ Pain One. Where can everyone find you on social media?
Easy to find at DJ Pain One, all social media. I hope my camera's not turned around where you can't see where I'm pointing. Should say at DJ Pain One. Also, DJPain1beats.com if you're trying to work with me in a quick and easy way. If you want to reach out. Appreciate you.
DJ Pain One, always a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. My name is Adonis Lugo. Be sure to check me out on Instagram as well. On behalf of myself, the judges, and the entire Coast to Coast Live team, we'll see you guys on the next one.